In this video, I thought I would talk about aquarium filtration, and the truth is there's no way to make a video talking about aquarium filtration and being short at the same time. I'm going to be very vague. I'm going to be short and as informative as I can be for you to learn something. So at their core, aquarium filters are designed to house beneficial bacteria. This is called biomedia, and this is where beneficial bacteria collect. This is where they usually grow the most. There's all different types. You can use lava rock, Legos, all kinds of crazy things to house beneficial bacteria. This is not part of my canister filter. I had it from a different project, but it makes for a great demonstration. You have this is the biological filtration, and this whole section is the mechanical filtration. And this works by removing bits of debris in an order of a very coarse sponge. Whatever makes it through here has to pass through a little bit of a finer sponge. If it makes it through here, then it goes to another one. And then your final is called a polishing pad. And if the debris is small enough to actually make it through here, well, then it's going back to your aquarium. Now, with all that being said, right, this here, you still want to protect. You don't want your aquarium filter to suck up substrate, cocoa soil, frog stool, plant matter, leftover food bits, because these are just going to clog up fast. And not only that, but if it's sucking up bits of frog poop, frog stool, or pieces of food or plant matter, it's not only going to clog it, but it's going to be waste that's going to, in chunks, right? And that's collected in here, that's going to cause ammonia spikes, go into mini cycles or a big cycle that creates ammonia and breaks down into nitrite and nitrates. Like I said, there's way too much information about an aquarium filter for me to kind of cover and keep this video short. So most filters, if they're small, they might be missing and just kind of have this if you're lucky, right? Depending on the size of the filter is definitely going to depend on how much you have going on here. So what does the filter actually clean then if it's not designed to suck up, the stool and all that debris out of the water? Well, it's designed to biologically break down the stuff, the waste in the water that you can't see, right? So it's just hypothetically a piece of shrimp got stuck under a rock and you didn't really know about it. It starts to break down and rot, and it breaks off into the water, creating an ammonia spike, and the water's constantly passing through here, and the bacteria living in here start to eat away at it. That bacteria goes to the bathroom. It's called nitrite. This is in a simplistic way, okay? Don't take this too literal statement. So starts off, you got the ammonia, a bacteria eat the ammonia. That bacteria goes to the bathroom, creating a nitrite spike. A bacteria grows that eats nitrite, and that goes to the bathroom and creates nitrate. And there's nothing that really removes nitrate except for some plants and algae. But water changes is your best bet to get rid of that. Water changes, water changes, water changes. Whether you have an African bullfrog or an aquarium with fish. This does a lot of help, but water changes is the be-all end of it all. You have to do water changes no matter what. And you also want to protect your filter from as much debris as possible by taking sponges like this. You can find them on Amazon. You can order ones that already come around, designed for certain filters. You can get creative if you have one of those stand-up filters that dump out the top. They have the vents in the bottom. You can slide them apart, put something like this blocking the front so it's not exposed outside of the filter. It'll look a little bit better, and then the water will come in and get stopped up by this. You just don't want big stuff to get into your filter, because that's going to wreak all kinds of havoc. Remember, a filter is there to clean the water, but not necessarily clean like stuff out of the water that you can visually see. No matter what you do, even me, my filter, my canister filter, Every month I clean it thoroughly using the dirty water from the frog tank. And you do this with aquariums too. You just kind of rinse this off. You just want to get all those bits out of it, rinse it off, squeeze it, you know, break it all down. This is the polishing pad. This is, you really can't clean this. It really is just cotton more than it, right? See that? So everything just gets caught in here that's small enough, and it's impossible to clean this. So you just chuck it. I buy them by the sheet. It's cheap. I cut it out to fit the exact area where it's supposed to go in full with scissors. Very simple. Replace this once a month. Clean these in that dirty water like I mentioned. Rinse this gently in that dirty water. Put it all back together and you're done. You don't want to use faucet water because it has all kinds of chlorine and stuff that keeps it clean for us to drink, and it actually kills that beneficial bacteria, especially if it's very direct and it's not diluted. So once you put this all back together, you put it back in your canister filter or your filter, and you put it back in your aquarium using dirty aquarium water from the frog tank or an aquarium, and use that to fill up your filter before turning it on, so that it's got the water is diluted with fresh water, and then you're going to use chemical like removers, chlorinator, dechlorinators, or you can buy filters to do the job. I'll post some links to filters that are worth the buy, that can be customizable. Some of those turtle ones, I see people in the group, and I have them myself and I love them. I used to use them plenty of times, but you customize them. Those are those tall, they stand up like this. They have that like round cutout, and the water dumps out. There's inside, they usually have a sleeve. Get rid of the sleeve and you can do all this stuff. You cut these out. Like I said, you buy them, cut them to fit. You slip them in 1, 2, and put this on top, and then the water comes in the bottom. It's going to pass through all these different pieces and pour out the top. You just took a cheap filter and turned it into you put it on beast mode, so to speak, right? So you can use any one of these kind of combinations that you want, as long as this is always near the top where the water is dumping out. It's even okay if some of this stuff is kind of sticking out of the water and the water's constantly moving around. That's perfectly fine. Becomes a little bit of a wet dry that way because it's drying out, staying wet at the same time. I'm trying to cram as much as I can. It's already like 8 minutes. I'm telling you, when it comes to filters, it could really turn this conversation into an hour. No problem with breaking this stuff down. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned something. Yeah, thank you.